Hi guys, welcome to our July 2022 reading call. It's such a pleasure to read for you guys, to work with you, to serve you, whatever it is. Let me have a seat in this very loud chair. And I'm super excited about looking into the energies for July. And as I'm doing that, it's actually still June, maybe a few days before June. But I wanted to come into this reading and I wanted to feel new energy. So I was looking for cards that I hadn't used in a while. And I ended up finding some really great ones. And the uni cards, bing, wanted to at least be around. I don't know if they're going to make their way into the reading, but let's see. So before we jump in, as you guys know, these readings are timeless and signless, so you don't actually have to have any particular astrological sign in order to feel like this reading is for you. And you can access this reading now or in 20 years. If it finds its way to you, then hey, maybe there's something for you. If you're looking to have something more personal, then you can check my Etsy link. I do offer, well, anything, anything you need. So if you feel drawn to connect with me, then chances are there's something that can be done for you, and God is good. There we go. All right, so let's jump in. And apparently the neighbor dog is dying to get up in this reading because it's barking, so it's not me. All right, so thank you. Definitely the first energy I'm getting already is extraterrestrial. So you guys, it's no secret, if you follow my channel, then it's no secret that we have some lovely galactic cousins who we work with already. We have some of them in our team as well, our spirit team, that help us. I'm definitely getting some vibes here, and so some of you may already be in contact, and some of you are like, what are you talking about, Jay? Don't worry. If it's for you, you know what I'm saying. So I do feel some galactic energies present for us. But let's just jump in and see what's going on. So I'm looking at these three cards and it's almost like I'm getting this energy of three brothers, okay? Now it's interesting that they're saying three brothers because for somebody out there that's pretty significant. But generally, in a very specific way, but generally speaking, I'm getting three brothers here and also getting the energy of the Billy Goat's gruff. I don't even remember that story. I remember it being a story in one of our readers in school. I don't know, but I don't even know what the story was. But maybe that's for somebody. But I'm getting kind of like different pathways that can open up for you during the month of July. And I'm just going to keep it 100 on this. But it almost feels like in the month of July, there's going to be some type of event. And also, because I'm picking up on this now and its energy, it could already have started manifesting in your life. So you may already know what this is. But there's going to be some type of an energy that presents itself to you, and the guides are saying specifically because you place yourself in a certain environment. So this goes to show you that I'm telling you this now, and if you so consider yourself foretold. And so I stopped short of saying forewarned because we haven't unpacked it as yet, but foretold. And so if you don't enjoy what's being said to you here, then when it arises for you, you can hopefully identify that as the opportunity. You can make choices in alignment with what it is that you would like to have occur, because now it's a conscious thing for you. Whereas if you hadn't been told before and you hadn't been aware of it, maybe you may end up just kind of going along with the flow. For some of you, you could outright ignore this, and you can definitely turn this down earlier than you think. But I do feel that for some of you, maybe it will still manifest for you because it will be placed within your path as a physical test for you. Like, have you learned your lesson? Are you willing to say no? Are you willing to investigate more? Are you willing to take different steps? Whatever it is that you would be tested on or assessed on, that would be for you. But I'm seeing that because you place yourself in a specific environment and around specific people, maybe basically saying yes to something, you have an event, an opportunity that arises for you. For some, this could be a business proposition. For some, I keep seeing a shamrock here, and you know, the shamrock is the little 4-leaf clover. I keep seeing that with this idea of good luck. So keep that in mind. Maybe something seems like it's good luck. Maybe it seems like a lucky break. It seems like a can't fail thing. But what's significant about this idea or this thing is that it's going to keep presenting itself. It's presented to you and you're like, no, I'm cool, yo. And it comes up again and again. Now, it may come up in the same form, like maybe someone offers you to go into business with them or to do something with them and you turn it down once, they come back around and ask you again later. Or you could turn that thing down and then later someone else comes and asks you and then someone else comes and asks you. The whole point is there's an energy dynamic that becomes available to you. You unlock it because you placed yourself in a certain position or environment by saying yes to something that leads you to this. But I would like to tell you, be mindful. Make sure you look at the fine print. Ask yourself very clearly, who do you walk with? And when I say who do you walk with, that's right. You know what I'm talking about. God, is that you? Yeah, look at these, you know, the footprints, right? Come on. So ask yourself, who do you walk with already? And I'll explain that. So let's say, I'm just using an obvious example. Let's say someone comes to you and they're saying, hey, let's go into business together, or hey, let's buy this property together, or just whatever it is for you. There's money to be made, or there's value in this property, or of course your first thought is going to be physical related. You're probably going to go to something like, oh wow, well, let's see, maybe I can make money here, maybe I could do this, maybe I could pad my resume. So you might find all sorts of great reasons to just say yes, right? But you have to know that it's important to, I don't want to say take cautions, but read the fine print. Think about it. Is this somebody that you'd like to own property with, start that restaurant with, go into business with? Is this somebody, do you like their character? Do you like what they're saying? How do they handle the rest of their life? Are they on point? What's their integrity like? Do you know this person? Have you met this person? So who else is involved in this? What does it look like? What do I need to give up in order to do this? So there are quite a few things. Now, the guides are throwing this card in, God bless, and they're saying that whatever you have, you will receive. So this is coming through a little bit as whatever you want, you will receive. So this is coming in as a little bit of a warning, because we had this energy back in March. Ooh, remember that? If you follow me and you actually watch my videos, thank you, you're the one. It was similar to March, where it was a ripe time. It was a time for manifestation, in the sense that, if you say yes, it will be given unto you. You see the reassurance of the golden light. But you have to understand that just because something is provided for you when you want it, and it's a yes for you, does not mean it should be for you. Rejection is protection. I'll say it one more time. Rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. Now, why do I say that? Because usually, let's keep it real. We're used to being rejected in things. It's not just me, okay? Stop lying. Stop your lies, guys. We're used to getting a no. We're used to getting the door closed. We're used to hearing, oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you for applying. Or thank you, And in a way, God uses rejection to help protect us. And so what if it's the one day, it's like a purge day, right? What if it's the one day where everything is a yes? Now, sure, everyone's like, yeah, this is great. I'll ask for everything. I'll ask for that. I'll say yes to this date. I'll say yes to this business inquiry. I'll say yes for this. But you may not be taking the right approach to this, and you may jump into something that you shouldn't be jumping into. So please, just because you get a yes does not mean that the heavens opened up and have decided that you have been such a great person that you deserve this thing you asked for. No, you still have to do your due diligence. You still have to pay proper attention to what it is that is falling in your lap. And don't even wait for something to fall in your lap to investigate it. You know, if you roll with me and you roll with the energies that I work with, then you know that the guides are like, use discernment. If you are aware, June was all about building awareness. If you're aware of the energy, you see this energy coming in before it even manifests. You start to feel, you start to see, you start to have the dreams, but you might not remember the dreams, but you start to get a taste of it. You start to overhear it in other people's conversations, and then boom, it comes in. So if you're caught unawares by events, it's usually because maybe you haven't tapped in, or you were maybe busy, or you weren't, tuned into the level of awareness that you could have been to have gotten that heads up. But please know that before anything even manifests in the physical, there is always, especially in hindsight, if you're a good hindsight artist, then you could find the evidence, and you're like, oh, I missed it. It's okay. It happens to all of us, right? But the whole point is that whatever this situation is, remember this: just because it keeps showing up for you this month, just because it's a yes, like it's like, wow, if I really said yes to this, I can get this job. If I really say yes and go into business with this person, we are doing it. It will lead to a signed contract. Oh, yes to this engagement, we will get married. Yeah, but again, discernment. And sometimes it's more dangerous to be around yes situations and yes men. You see it with celebrities all the time. God bless their buttons. We need people to say no to us. We need them to help guide us. And in their absence, guess who? You have to be vigilant, and you still have to either way. So Spirit is saying, remember who you walk with. And what they meant by that is, don't just look at this situation that presents itself to you and just look at all the ways that you can prosper from it. And I'm checking all the boxes. Yeah, maybe some of those boxes don't need to be checked. Maybe you're like, I can make a lot of money, but hey, God's like, hey, remember, you could, if you can make a lot of money, you can make a lot of money anyway. Especially with me, you can make it in different ways. It doesn't have to come through this one way. So if something is off with this proposal, or this proposition, or this opportunity in any way, don't just gloss over it because the pros outweigh the cons. We're in the big leagues now, the guides are saying. These are the big leagues. This isn't time for half stepping, like, oh wow, I got this offer, I'm gonna jump on it, yay. No. I have this offer. I don't need this offer. This is one of many opportunities that I can manifest for myself if I enjoy the idea of going into business, or into a marriage, or into something with somebody in some type of union. If I enjoy that activity and that idea, I'll put it up to who I work with and for, God, Spirit, whoever it is for you, higher self. And I'll say, please bring me the highest opportunity, a highest manifestation to match my desire to be in union with, however way you want it, love, money, career, right? And then this opportunity that seems like it is the end all be all only time will take its rightful place as one amongst a few choices. So choice is what you want to look for. This is not a time for impulsiveness, is what the guides are saying. I'm saying it, you're hearing it, you said it to yourself, this cute turtle said it, so we all know, don't rush, okay? Okay, well, speaking of, look at our little uni. He's like, well, let me stop before I step off, let me stop. It says trust who? Trust the one you walk with, okay? So let's take a little look, using our unis, let's take a greater look into what's going on. Miracles, I love it. So Spirit is saying that something is manifesting for you guys. Ooh, could be love, because I know a lot of people ask for love. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, that's heavy. I don't know what's said on the other side of this card, but it's heavy. It feels very generational. Oh, okay. Thank you. I got it. They're like, here's what we were trying to say with that. Some of you have been asking, this situation that's going to be approaching for you is going to be an answered prayer. But in the sense that it's going to be like, pepperoni pizza, like you ordered pizza and guess what's coming? Pepperoni pizza. But I didn't ask for pepperoni pizza with anchovies. And what's this? The crust is burnt. You have to be like that. Just because Spirit is like, okay, you want a husband? Boom. Here you go. You want a new girlfriend? Here you go. See how it's coming in from the other side, coming right into your life. Boink. They're sending it out. But just because it comes to you doesn't mean it's not coming with all its karma, all its stuff. If you didn't do the work, the inner work, if you just came out of something, you didn't sit, you didn't reflect anything, guess what this is going to be a mirror image of, right? And so let's say that you said, let's go to love, let's just use that. Let's say like, oh my God, I've been single for like ever, and I've been praying. Well, guess what? In this month, things are happening. Look at this, miracles. Right? Something's coming in for you. It's an answered prayer, but it is your job to look at what comes in and to discern it. Is this what I asked for? Oh, okay, we're looking good. This is a pizza. I did ask for pepperoni pizza. Okay, this has got pepperonis on it, but I don't like that one. That one looks funky. Or it doesn't have as many pepperonis as I thought, or this pizza's cold, or this pizza looks like my ex. Like, what's going on? I just heard the name Ron. Who's Ron? Ron is for somebody here. Someone's ex is named Ron. I have to stop and think, do I have an ex named Ron? No, I don't. Okay. Because, when I'm in the zone, I'm like, do I? No, I don't. But somebody does. Oh my God. Okay, I wonder if it's the same person I'm thinking of, but could be anybody, right? Who knows? You might get that pizza with Ron on top, you guys. So the point is, you need to guys, you need to look at what is brought to you. Just because you ask and just because it's given doesn't mean that it's in its final form. You have to. That's why I see this caution here and this love thing, saying just because it comes to you doesn't mean, oh, look at that, receive, yeah, doesn't mean that it's just, I asked for a ball, but I didn't expect that it would be this color. Like, this isn't what I wanted. I guess I wanted orange, and then you throw it back. That's growth, that's maturity, okay? Also, the guides are saying, just because you ask for something and it appears in your life, in addition to not just jumping to conclusions and thinking, this is the one, oh my God, I've got it all, thank you God. It doesn't mean that. But in addition to that, it's important for you to do your due diligence, right? You can even go inside and ask yourself, if I got this, if this person or this opportunity appeared in this way and it's not exactly what I thought I wanted, now I have to go inside, master healing, and I have to take a look at what inside of me, led for me to attract this person. Yes, God, I did ask for a wonderful significant other, and I got somebody who actually wants to date me and hang out with me, and it seems like they're really interested, but they've got this, and this, and these three things are red flags. Why is it, and just like my ex or 2 exes ago, or just like me 6 years ago before I got myself together, what inside of me has brought in this person? Something is still active within my field, and I need to flesh that out so that I can clear up the energetic signal that I'm sending out, right? And look at this, here are your dowsing rods. As you guys know, dowsing rods are used to help you find water, right? So it's kind of like a little bit of a discernment thing there. Adventure. Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to try. Of course, don't be afraid to try and fail, so it's okay if you tried and it didn't work out. You went on the first date, it didn't work out. Ooh, maybe you did a second date, but you need to call it, call it when it's done. Don't try to make something fit. The message here is, don't try to make something that isn't for you fit anymore. If you're mature and you've learned your lessons, you realize this isn't what I want. It's not exactly what I want. We never get exactly what we want, but if we work at tweaking to get to the best that we can, we usually get more than what we want, or it's something that we didn't even know we wanted, right? And so your job is to not be afraid to throw something back into the water and to ask for something better, okay? Something more suited for you. And sometimes you didn't realize that that wasn't suited for you until you engage a little bit. But engaging a little bit means, it means, for example, when it comes to dating, it means not hopping into the sack right away, because that's more than a little bit engagement. You're trying to learn first. You're trying to get to the bottom of things. Maturity, this card falls right on top of the growth card, and it's almost like mirroring this beautiful candle card that says illumination. So, Spirit wants to see this. With each person or each opportunity that you go through in life, they want to see progress. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. They want to know, okay, I learned something. It's like a little candle, each of these fingers. Each time you experience something or someone, I've learned something, and then I could look and I could see it coming a mile away. I can do my best. I mean, we won't always be able to see everything, but I guarantee you a lot of what we go through, we don't need to. It's because we weren't aware. And part of the reason why is because a lot of people are not willing to put in the time, patience, to take the healing. I almost said to take the healing course. So somebody here is being directed, and this is the shout out. Somebody's being called out right now. You've been asked for like the 6th time is what I'm getting. That's going to be for somebody in particular, to take some type of healing course. Maybe they've been asking you to enroll in some classes, maybe do some, they're saying functional medicine of some type, okay? So that's for you. Let me take a little pause. I'm not going anywhere, but I do want to just pull up my laptop for a quick second. Let me just look something up here. Our guides are so good. Thanks, guides. Oh boy, all in a day's job. Got it. Okay. I had to look up, like, what specifically is functional medicine? I've heard of the term, but I'm just like, guys, okay, I got it. So to read this really quick definition, functional medicine is a systems biology-based approach that focuses on identifying and addressing the root cause of disease. Each symptom or differential diagnosis may be one of many contributing to an individual's illness. So somebody here, and you're going to know who you are, God bless you. You may already be in medicine for them to be asking you to step into that special focus. Or you may be at the beginning and they're asking you to step into it. Either way, this is the 6th time. So please, that's for you. But going back to the general reading, the guides have definitely been pushing us towards things. So they want to see us have progress in whatever it is that we are doing in life. And progress means basically learning to say no. Basically learning to say no to doing the things, to being susceptible and open to the things that brought us pain, that has demonstrated an inability to bring us a positive outcome. So for somebody here, I do see a connection or reconnection or umpteenth reconnection with the father of your children is what I'm getting. So, considering that it came on the heels of what they just said, maybe that's for you in some way. God bless you. 1, 2, 3, and let's get one from over here. Oh my God, stop. 1, 2, 3, third party. So just saying, I don't know if that's also on the heels of that person that we were just talking to, but think twice. Okay. Okay. Huh. I just heard the word juice. I guess a juice for somebody. So you may be in the juicing industry. I do know somebody who's in it. It could be for you, could be for more than you, but I do feel oh, okay, it is okay. It is for you because I got a pain in the neck at the same time. You know who you are. They're saying get grounded they're saying very emphatically to get grounded, because you are you're about to explode basically if you don't get yourself grounded. So please do get yourself grounded. All right. I'm also, on another note, hearing the word or name hope. So obviously you guys are going to want to have hope in this situation, and definitely for whoever I was just talking to, you definitely want to. Things are going to speed up a little bit for you, so you want to make sure you get grounded. Whatever you're going through is just going to have to take a little bit of time, and you know that you have to be in that space where it's like, gotta get it done, right? Your name could be Hope also, but this neck situation seems like it was for somebody else. And anyway, whoever you guys are, you'll resonate because Spirit puts words in there. Speaking of words, here we have the throat chakra. Spirit puts words in the readings for where they do for a reason. Throat chakra, I'm getting magic. For somebody here, and really generally speaking, it could apply to all of you, your word is going to be like magic this month. And you know what? They're so funny. They're like, get used to hearing this and saying this. No. Okay. We hear you. And they're like, showing this card again with the heart. Caution. So again, another caution when it comes to a love connection, or could be union of some type, could be I was like religious union, sure, if that's for you guys, but business union, work union, romantic union. I'm just getting a strong no. Pump the brakes is what I'm getting. Okay, these cards are great. Ooh, somebody, you're gonna get a love offer, but I'm feeling you got to pump those brakes because something better is coming down the line. Oh my God, how romantic, guys. Just as I did that, you can't see me because I'm off camera, but I just put my head in like one of my hands because I'm a hopeless romantic. And if you guys know me, I'm sorry, I have too many Libran placements. But now as I did that, it's almost like I'm looking out this window. Oh, sorry. I'm like, oh, you guys can't see it. Oh. And then there's the illusion card. So be mindful. There's the decision card. So be mindful. Don't get caught up with whoever or whatever this person is or this thing is that's coming in for you. Exercise caution, exercise discernment, exercise judgment, because I do see something better is coming down the line for you. And all of a sudden, this cute little uni has got this beautiful horn that looks like a lot of gold rings. So I'm just saying, whatever is coming down the line in terms of union, it doesn't have to be romantic, is going to be much better than what is being offered to you at this point. So test, okay? You're being tested. Can you say no? Now, if you say no, and this isn't cheating, me telling you this, because we all know that you could get the best advice and it could be written to you in 5 different, forms, in a long form essay as well. But when that opportunity arrives in your life, you may get so swept up in it energetically that you can't say no. Look at that gamble, right? And so it's not cheating. I'm just giving you a heads up, but you will do as you will do. That's just how we do. We're called humans. But I'm telling you that if you look at him, he's like, leave me alone, I'm running away. Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. Like, he's so funny, this guy. Like, look at this guy. It's like the opportunity is right here. And he's like, no, his head's down. I don't want to look at it. Because if he looks at it too much, he's going to get swept in there. He's going to get swept up in there. Yes, Mr. Right is going to walk through the door. Yes, that lotto ticket is going to walk through. Yes, that new job. But you know what? Be careful And if you are using your smarts and you see the red flags, just put your head down and zoom, run the other way and just do it. Oh, look at the word hope again, okay? So have hope, or it's for a hope, or, you know, we all, whatever. But I'm just saying, not like I get paid for this, but I'm just saying. All right, the guides are like, let's clear the deck. Okay. Let's clear this deck because we're about to switch it up. Okay. Man. It's like, when can we get the yes? The for reals yes. And they're like, we can get the yes anytime we want. The problem is that we keep pulling in these people, places, things, and situations, these energies that are not worthy of our yeses. And the reason why is because the energy, that the frequency and the vibrations that we have active within our field are pulling these things in. And that's why awareness, what was that? Whatever this is needs to be here. There. And that's because that's why awareness is so important, because awareness, self-awareness is basically like, excuse me, ma'am, did you know that you have your shirt on inside out? Oh my God, I didn't notice that. Thank you so much. I was wondering why so many people kept looking at me weirdly. Yeah, that's exactly right, because you weren't aware that something that you were doing or were carrying with you is responsible for what it is that you're bringing in. And here you are doing your best to, you know, put your best foot forward, but that lack of awareness will get you every time. Now, how can you become aware, guys? To be honest, it's just about building a pattern of I almost heard manipulation, but I don't know if it's going to be a pattern of manipulation. No, it's probably going to be manipulation of energy in the sense of meditating, right? You gotta meditate. Unless they had me say that word manipulation for somebody here. I just looked at the time here, make sure this is going. It was 31 minutes, 31 seconds. Okay, I'm going to have a seat again. Okay. Forgive me if if it goes out of focus. I hope it doesn't, because I'm seated, so I won't see. Okay. Then it becomes like a little bit like an audible. You know, just listening. All right. So what else is coming up for us in this month of July, guys? July 2020. I'm hearing. I said 7 to say seeing, because I'm seeing it, but I guess I also heard it. I'm hearing an airplane. So some of you may be actually traveling. There may be a travel focus. Of course, it's July, right? It's like, I gotta be honest though. Something about this travel in July is just making me feel like a little bit of a letdown. So some of you may end up, some of you may end up going on a trip or being invited to a trip or something. And something about it in this month, it's almost like, oh, well, that was a disappointment, right? Maybe same old, same old. Same old, same old. So again, remember, we talked about saying yes to something that places you in an environment, right? That I'm not saying this is connected, but you know me, I'm just always trying to help you guys connect. Look at this. This is the will card. So July is a month where I do feel there's a bit of a mixture. There's always going to be a mixture of fate and free will, especially, you know, with karmic energies interspersed there. But I do feel in the month of July that it almost feels like a lot more of a karmic push than free will, but there's still going to be free will. And, you know, so you just do your best. But I just want to say, for example, sometimes we, with our free will, say yes to something that puts us on a path that is a little bit like a roller coaster, in the sense that once you get in the seat and you buckle in and it gets going, you're on it until it's done. Next thing, you're out of this 6-year relationship that's just been worse, and you kind of wish that you had just you could see in hindsight there was a moment where it was like, okay, I settled, or I chose out of fear, or I disregarded all the signs, or I went into that, and look where it deposited me, not where and it took long, right? It feels a little bit like that. Oh, look at this, 6. I was literally about to say, it's not like it's going to take 6 years. I'm just using an example, and my eye goes here to 6. But I'm just saying, they're saying if you respect, this is going back to remember who you walk with. 2 things are coming in. Remember who you walk with. And if you respect who you walk with and what you've built for yourself, you won't be just willy-nilly throwing that around, saying yes to any opportunity, any old opportunity that comes up. So this is where how much self-love you have cultivated, how much pride in what you've done, how much dignity you've garnered. These kinds of self-oriented energies, this is where it pays off in your choices. Okay, that's not very loving of me to do that. So no. Oh, I do like this cause, and I do like what this person's trying to do here, but I can't afford to take a pay cut, and I don't really need to. I have a stable job. Right? Then don't do it. And that's an example. As I said that, did you hear my throat cut off? I was about to say, oh, thank you. Oh, my guides are great. God bless them. They stopped me from saying a certain word. I'm just going to have to talk around it a bit here. But I can't even, my throat's coming up again. I was going to say the second thing to be mindful of, and this isn't for everybody, but if it feels for you, then God bless you. In the air these days, there's a lot in the air. There's a lot of stuff in the air, and you need to be a little bit mindful about things when you travel. Let's just leave it at that. And when you go into certain environments, so please be mindful of your area, and be mindful of the health of your body. Okay, so just that's what they were trying to say. So anyway, God is good. Let's say there's pollen in the air. It's pollen. So look at her. So she's out and about, and look at all the pollen and the flowers all around her. So hope she doesn't have a pollen allergy, right? Or anything like that. So you get the point. So just be mindful with yourself. Don't be willy-nilly doing all sorts of stuff. And it's interesting as we head into 4th of July. Maybe I live small, but with my Taurus moon, I'm just like, I need to lock down some food this 4th of July. Yeah, it would be nice to hang out, but like I need to at least, throw something in the oven or get some food going, because I'm all about that food. But Spirit is saying, on a serious note, to be mindful of what you allow into your system. So they're also saying be mindful of your activities. I wonder why they're talking so much in code. I do know that they will want to talk in code because of, it's AI and all of that, but they're also, I just feel some energies that they're just like, okay. See, I don't even know what that means, but I'm channeling, so we're going to leave it at that. Let them do them, okay? But I do see some what's this word? Mirroring here with these two suns. Okay, they're so funny, and they're showing the word transmission. Okay, so things could be transmitted. You're out there, and watch your body and take care of yourself, and I think we got the idea here. It's nice to party, but be mindful is what they're saying. And just, in general, this also applies to any opportunities that come up for you. So be careful saying yes to some things right now. Get grounded. Look at this person. They're saying it again, protecting herself from the air, from the pollen in the air. So she's got this nice little protection there around her. So this is about being mindful. Here's the air again. Being mindful when you're outside, when you're around people, a lot of people, that you're taking good care of yourself, making good choices. And that's going to be pretty important for at least people who are viewing here, because they're bringing that through for ya. Ooh, what was that? Flipping all over the place. They're so funny. Oh, I was gonna say they're like, see this perception? Because you're gonna see whatever you want to see is what they're saying. And you may again think, oh my God, Mr. Right. Oh, this is a great opportunity. Yeah, I'm gonna hobnob. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Yeah, this is the house. Like, yeah. Think twice, because we see this fate just ready, right? Remember, something you say yes to, you please be mindful before you say yes to anything this month, because it has the potential to manifest for you, and it'll be like a roller coaster. You get locked in and you just on it until it ends. 6 years later, I don't know. 2 kids later, I don't know. Debt, I don't know. DEBT, by the way, debt. I don't know. But you see at the bottom here, remember who you walk with. This shows I don't need to just say yes to whatever this is, whoever this is, why ever, however, wherever, because I am divinely provided for. And my only job is to make sure that my focus is on the light. Focus is on the right things. The right thing is always going to be placing yourself into alignment with something higher than yourself, and that means setting your intention. I keep seeing education for somebody, getting into education, and I mean taking the courses that you need to do. I do see a reference to healing again. Somebody is being, at least one person, quite a few maybe, because I do work with Lightworkers. So if you're watching this video, you most likely have spiritual service in your contract somewhere in some capacity. Yeah, I keep seeing that you're being called, but you're all over the place. And this is a month and this is a time where you want to be mindful that your feet are on the ground, that you're resting. There's going to be a lot of opportunity for rest this month. And that's strange because we're like, but it's July, it's summer, I want hot dogs and I want to party. And that's true. You can do all that, but they're saying the time is here. You've got time this month to rest. There will be downtime given unto you. I love saying that, given unto you, instead of saying given to you. It just sounds so much better. But anyway, what you do with it is your choice, right? So, and again, they're going back to choice, because the choice is what's going to, it's like Chutes and Ladders. Remember anyone Chutes and Ladders? Remember when it was called Chutes and Ladders and then it became like Snakes and Ladders, the board game? Anyway, you get that one ladder that takes you all the way up. Yeah, you get that one chute, C-H-U-T-E, or that one snake, which replaced a chute, and you're like going 5 levels down. So again, please be mindful of your choices. I feel like I'm just beating this to death. But 6th ray of devotion, this is about making sure, look at this, invitation to connect, making sure that you are setting your intentions to devote yourself to something that is higher. Wow, I just realized that it's actually dark on here. I'm so sorry. I love you guys. I love myself because I'm so funny and I'm so crazy. And if I usually stand when I do these readings. The one time I sit, and I can't see this. Okay. Anyway, you get the point, guys. July is going to be a pretty, it feels like it's, of course there's going to be activity and whatnot, but it feels like the energy is like this. There's a little bit of a tentative energy in the air, like, okay, what's this person going to do? So the guides are going to be watching to see what it is that you do with the kingdom that you've built for yourself. Have you been taking better care of your body? Have you been saving money? Have you been abstaining from frivolous encounters with people? Have you been downsizing, your social media involvement? Have you been culling your friendships, making sure that you move closer to those who honor you and really, kind of phase out those who don't? What have you been doing? Because I'm seeing something that you guys have been doing that is helping you, that has been helping you, but you don't want to make a step that takes you backward. And I did just notice here the dark night of the soul, and I heard them say lose focus when I was doing it, and it's almost like if you lose focus, right, you there's the arrow, there's the shoot downward, you may make a decision that may take you down a road that, let's say, is filled with lessons. Okay, it's a nice way of saying that. So let's go ahead and ask our uni cards. 44 minutes 44 seconds, got it. Good. Let's go ahead and ask, can we just avoid this altogether? I feel, can we? Because remember earlier the guides were saying that you will be presented, with an opportunity or something, but and it's because you will have, okay, you may say yes to something that activates the ability for this offer or this invitation of some sort to come in, or whatever it is to come in. And if you just say yes to that thing that comes in, right, you'll be placing yourself in a position. Ooh, discernment. Exactly. And what's this card here? It's bing, cycles. Yeah, I wonder if this is even a cycle you have to go through. But either way, the guides are saying the best way to really keep yourself on the path that you're on, which is one that, or get yourself on a path that's going to be best for your health and well-being, is to make sure that you're in balance at all times, making sure that you rest, making sure that you eat, making sure that you abstain where needed, making sure that you protect what it is that you've built, making sure that you remember who you walk with. You are utterly provided for. So if you find yourself this month thinking, oh, but this is going to be this, and I need this, and do you? Stop and think, is it need, or are you caught up in something, right? Look, prosperity. Sometimes prosperity is something that needs to be interpreted. A lot of people, view prosperity as depending upon how much material wealth you have. Others will look at it in terms of what their friendships are like. Others will look at it in terms of what access to things they have, And so we take things for granted, whereas in some places they don't even have access to that thing, whether it's gas or transport or food. And so you see, prosperity is really a subjective thing. And so Spirit is telling you that in the theme of really walking with Spirit and really keeping that balance in mind that you are provided for, go ahead and let them show you a working definition of prosperity. Let them remind you of the things that you have to be thankful for. Because when you keep that in mind, when you remember where you came from, when you remember what you worked for, and remember how hard you worked for whatever you have, and when you remember why it is that you were able to get to the level that you are now, you start to build a certain sense of pride. It's like looking at your resume. If you have a good one, it's like, oh my God, I forgot I did all this. And then you're less likely to be frivolous in the things that you say yes to. And you are able to see yourself for the value that you are. And that helps you to take better actions, being balanced, remembering who you walk with, and remembering what it is that you went through to get to where you are. And then you might get so pumped and so gassed by looking at this that you might be like, oh my God, I actually don't even think I want this opportunity that this person's offering me, because what I have going on is actually better, and I would have to work more with that person, or I would have to now be focused on what they're doing, and I can't run things the way I want, or so you get my point. So anyway, off to the side we've got this lovely card, balance. Ooh, joy and stability. Okay? So, to close off this reading, I would suggest that going into the month of July, you, maybe today, whenever you're watching, you really try to focus on having gratitude and looking at how far you've come. And this is important. It's I don't usually say to go into your past a bit, but I will for this reading say take stock of your past to see what it is that you've done, how far you've come, and think about what you would like to preserve and where you would like to go and what you would like to do to expand upon what it is that you have garnered for yourself. And be mindful that if anybody comes to you with any type of invitation or proposal or idea or just whatever, that you be very mindful before you say yes, okay? Especially, I don't know about especially, but I do remember that the guides did say that something better is to come. Okay, so don't sell yourself short. This could be one of those moments where they're like testing you to see, are you going to settle? Because I do see that there's going to be there will be some red flags. It's funny because I'm looking off to the side here at my other cards just hanging out, and look at this card here at the top. False sport person. Sorry, it's a little bit dark, or it's a lot dark, but false person. So just take all of this into consideration. And I'm not sure how many people actually go back and look at the monthly readings, especially since they tend to be a little bit on the longer side. But I would invite you to do so maybe mid-month, or if you feel called to, because a lot of times these energies are just unfolding and we tend to forget it. But I actually am very good at remembering readings that I give and readings I receive, because I need the information to kind of, remember what to be on the lookout for. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this reading now, but it has been my pleasure to unlock these energies for you guys. And again, please forgive the lighting, but God is good, And what else? If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or a chat with me over Zoom, then please do check my Etsy page. But until then, guys, God bless you and do your best this month. I know I will try to. All right, until next time. Bye. Love you.